I decided that we would touch on issues associated with females as it relates to hormonal imbalance. So polycystic ovaries, fibroids, ovarian cysts, endometriosis. That's an issue that affects a lot of women. Keep in mind, you could also check us out on Facebook. We're on our Facebook Live, Batson and Associates Limited. And all the sessions that we do from any one of the radio frequencies, you can actually go on Facebook and actually listen to them, if you so desire. That's Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. Yeah, so that situation with polycystic ovarian syndrome is a serious issue. So, women need to continually pay very close attention to themselves as it relates to the situation associated with painful menstrual cycle, irregular menstrual cycle. All those are key indicators that, you have some aspect of hormonal imbalance. So it would be proactive and sensible to actually, start to address the situation immediately, simply because that is an indicator that is actually going to get worse. Because you're going to reach the point where the fibroids is going to get larger. You might end up with polycystic ovarian syndrome and fibroids. Then as a result of having those, you can conceive, but a lot of times you don't carry it to term because fibroids interfere with allowing women to carry it to full term. Most women who have, especially the fibroids are large, and depending on where they're located or the type of fibroid it is, you would find that it makes it very easy for that woman to have a miscarriage. So you see how serious the situation can get. So if you know you have that situation, that's something you should pay close attention to. Now, at Batson Associates, we have dealt with, I believe, hundreds of persons, females with polycystic ovaries, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, infertility, and they have gotten exceptionally good results. So what is it that we did different? And the thing is, the approach was simply a different approach in the sense that it was not a matter of treating the symptomology, but a matter of actually addressing the root cause of the problem. So what can be some of the root causes associated with hormonal imbalance? As I said, one of the things, digestive problems. So when you look at your digestive health, a lot of women who have issues with constipation, acid reflux, those women tend to be easily affected by hormonal imbalance, and then polycystic ovaries, fibroids, ovarian cysts, endometriosis. Dehydration is also a serious issue as it relates to that. Liver health, also very important. Metabolism, also very important. So it's a matter of us addressing the root cause of the problem. And one of the products that we use is a product called Cyst and Fibroid Formula. Now, even though that product is the name of the product is Cyst and Fibroid Formula, it doesn't only deal with those things. It's actually a product that actually deals with hormonal imbalance specifically, as well as cysts and fibroids. So in that particular situation, it means it's going to help women who have problems with painful menstrual cycle, if you have an irregular menstrual cycle, if you have been diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, if it is you have been diagnosed with things like endometriosis, if you just need how to put it, cleanse, for want of a better expression, of the uterus, that is a product that you could use. It's called Cyst and Fibroid Formula. So you can get some information on that together with things like the Santulan, the Alkachen water, very important in any aspect. As I said, if you know you're dehydrated, it is important that you hydrate. You're supposed to drink your body weight divided by 2 in ounces. Let me say a quick good morning to some of our listeners on Facebook, Miss Jessica Clark, Miss Pat Primus, Miss Melissa Richards, Miss Judy Patricia Jones. Do we have any questions as yet? So those telephone numbers, you can get us on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. And our locations, we're located on the first floor of Money Talks Building. That's Money Talks Building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We're also on the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Delhi, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. We have a question? Okay, what does Dr. Batson recommend for hair loss for someone who is... Oh, okay, cool. Well, if you have polycystic ovarian syndrome and you have severe Hair loss, that's an indication of a lot of mineral deficiencies in the body. Also proper assimilation of food, so some enzyme deficiency. So I would recommend Women's Formula. Well, Santulan, which is the 7-channel detox. So Santulan cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. That is something you want. The Alkagen water, premium water, that's going to help to oxygenate the cells, hydrate the cells better, deal with the cells, which in turn gives you healthy tissue, and so on. So it's very, very important to actually start with that particular aspect. So the Alkagen water, Santulan, Women's Formula. I will also recommend a very good multivitamin. So based on the ones that we carry, and some sort of optimizer nerve restore. And you should be good. That will be able to correct that situation. Those sorry. Yeah, inflammation formula would help. It definitely would, because I mean, inflammation formula actually helps to reduce inflammatory response in the body. Now, one of the issues that a lot of individuals have is that they have significant inflammation in different parts of the body as a result of acid, as a result of poor digestive health, as a result of poor eating habits. You know, a lot of people eat and drink simultaneously. That messes up your digestion. Drinking a lot of cold beverages, your love of cold water, messing up your digestion, using a lot of pepper. You know, the pepper people, they can't eat without pepper. So you interfere and cause problems with your digestive system, and then you're in a situation where the inflammatory response is very high in the body. So that's something you need to pay very close attention to. So the inflammation formula will help. I mean, we don't have any in stock right now. We should get by next week, please God. But that's a product that has helped significantly with those particular situations. Of course, a 16-year-old could, young ladies who could use, once a female menstruating, she could use it. That's it. So if you're menstruating at 9, 11, 12, 15, yeah, once you've seen that menstrual cycle, then it can be used. Repeat that. Right. 20% you say, you know. So most likely they will be referring to the ejection fraction. You need to come by Batson Associates. Definitely. I'll even give you an early appointment. So that's a serious thing. But we could correct that situation. There's a product we carry, L-arginine supplement would help with that. We could fix that. I've dealt with people with pretty low, not that low. I think I dealt with somebody, their one was 30. And then when we were finished with them, they went up to 55. There was somebody I had that was 50. When we were finished with them, they went up to 60. I've gotten some good results. That's an easy thing to correct. Well, it's easy to correct, but you need to work on that quickly. It means you would be on a lot of medication for hypertension and that type of thing. So you have some serious poor circulation issues that needs to be addressed. So give us a call and let's see what we could do. Repeat. The doctor wants them to remove the fibroid, right? Because of the appearance of, I ain't getting that word, you know. Okay, cool. Right. Yeah, there are products that you could use that would help, and you know, during the pregnancy, help maintain proper A1C, because one of the problems with a lot of women with polycystic ovaries is that there are problems with diabetes. So the possibility exists, excuse me, the possibility exists that we're going to have to do some work on the that whole metabolic system and hormonal system in order to keep keep that person from getting gestational diabetes. So there are products that will help with that. That we have. Optimizer is one. The mineral formula will help. The silver will help. So there are things that would assist you to not get worse. Because I've had a lot of clients who came to us who were pregnant and they were diagnosed with like hypertension and diabetes, and they didn't want to really take the medication because obviously it can cause serious harm to the child. So they opted to do something natural, and we work with them and prevented them from actually going on that particular type of medication. Okay, so keep in mind those telephone numbers. What I'm going to do, I'm going to let Shakil put the stuff on our website again as regards to that. Those telephone numbers you can call. You can call us on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We're also on the corner of Ramsey Woods Trace and the SSA Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. Okay, so as it relates to that whole situation with hormonal imbalance, as I said, one of the key indicators that you're going to end up with hormonal imbalance, you could possibly end up with polycystic ovaries, fibroids, endometriosis, those type of things, is a painful menstrual cycle. If your menstrual cycle is painful, ladies, if you cannot walk, if you cannot function, you cannot talk, you cannot go to work, you have to take 16 million painkillers, something is wrong with you. And the longer you leave it, is the more the problems going to become. And it is just, you're going to reach in a situation where the doctor will tell you, yeah, what, we just need to do a hysterectomy. That situation with uterine health and hormonal imbalance in women is a progressive situation. It doesn't happen overnight. And a lot of you always look for your problems because you're licorice. You don't want to stop eating people and then fried chicken. You don't want to stop drink soft drink. You don't want to eat sensibly. And then it's because you end up in a situation where you have terrible polycystic ovaries, fibroids, endometriosis, adenomyosis, and all those type of things. And the only solution to give you a little bit of comfort, a little bit, and then possibly worse after, is a surgery, a hysterectomy. And then after that, you have a whole bag of problems. So you look for your thing. If you realize something is wrong or becoming wrong, address it. Not so? So, in addition to that, also someone was asking what products. Well, as I said, Women's Formula is a good product, female balance. I think we're supposed to be getting a next female balance product very soon. We also have the cyst and fibroid formula, because the problem is a lot of women thought, cyst and fibroid, I don't have cyst and fibroid, I just have a painful menstrual cycle. That is what the product is for. The product is for uterine health. So once you have a uterus and you have a hormonal imbalance problem, or even if you don't have a uterus, you had a hysterectomy, but you're having PMS, postmenopausal syndrome as a result, whatever the case may be, the product will be able to help. That's very important. So those numbers again, you could give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. And keep in mind, we also have molasses in stock. High quality organic blackstrap molasses, very reasonable. And that's something that you might want to explore. A lot of minerals, things like selenium, magnesium, manganese, that type of thing. It's also very good for low blood count. So that's something that you could look at actually beginning to use as well. We have a question? What sort of teas would you recommend? Generally, oh, that's actually a very good question. We actually have a tea called Immunity Tea. I'm sure you're not surprised. That actually helps to build immunity. The lungs is very good as well. The gastrointestinal tea is very good. That's actually my new favorite. I never really was a circulation tea person because, I mean, I drink it, but I prefer the prostate, male tea, that type of thing. So definitely, just now we'll be getting back oolong because we don't have oolong, we don't have white, we don't have pu'er. We got the problem with this teas is that they had us waiting so long that the backup orders, they're not catching up. So we have to put something in place, hopefully before the end of this year here, to get a large shipment in so that we'll be able to cover all those and keep that as much as, to keep you guys up. So those are the teas that you could use to build the immunity during this situation. Circulation teas always have good tea. Eye tea, exceptional. And the good thing about those teas, you don't just have to use one tea bag once. You can use your tea bags like I normally put 2 tea bags in a very big cup, and I usually would use that at least twice, right? So at least get value for your money, because they compared to other teas, they are a little more expensive, but believe me, they worth every cent, every cent. Okay, so those numbers again, 2228261 as well as 3149975. You have a question? Not as yet. Okay, good. One of the things too as well, someone was asking, let me just make a point very quickly, seen on Facebook. Honeybay, a pleasant good morning to you. Don Charles, Miss Cathy Samaru, Miss Ayana Lois Tom. She's asking a question. Pleasant good morning, Dr. Batson. What causes those little white spots above the ankles, and what can be used for it? Normally when people complain about white spots, which they call age spots, is usually an indication of some sort of liver situation. So the liver might just want some cleansing. So in a case like that, we actually have liver tea as well. In a case like that, you could actually use things like the Santulan, which is 7-channel detox. So we know that cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. The Silver and Mineral Formula, is also a very good product because it actually addresses pathogens in the body. So things like virus, fungus, those are the things that actually assist with boosting the immune system. Post-COVID patient, because a lot of people with this long COVID nonsense, which is a severe lung inflammatory lungs after COVID, and you need to be very careful with that. But if you don't address that properly, you kind of end up to that getting worse and becoming things like pneumonia and tuberculosis, and you don't want that. That is, people don't live with those things. All right, but feel free to give us a call. You can check out the lungs tea. Okay, good. You can also check out the Santulan. There are a number of products that we have, the Silver with the Mineral Formula as well, to address that. Go ahead. Yes. Do you treat? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We deal with all stones. We like we be like a quarry. I shouldn't say that, but we deal with sand and gravel and things. So all those stones, kidney stones, gallstones, bladder stones, they tell you you have stones, we deal with it. Cysts, deal with cysts pretty good. Tumors as well. I did some work recently with someone who had a tumor on the pituitary gland, and they got some exceptionally good results, so much so that they didn't even have to do surgery. That was quite impressive, believe me, because of where that is located. Fibroids as well. So any abnormal growth or that indicates some level of inflammation in that particular part of the body, we can deal with. Even people with thyroid nodules, that's something. I have a lot of clients that have come to us with that, and we have seen that they have gotten some very good results in that area. Okay. Repeat that. Sorry. A pain. Right. Right. Well, I mean, it could be the only way you can determine that is if you send them to do an ultrasound or a MRI or a CT scan. But kidney stones could cause that, but you don't want to speculate. What I suggest you do, we could do a protocol for you. You use it, I'm sure the pain is going to significantly decrease or go away completely, and we deal with the problem. And if it is you're no longer getting it, then you may not necessarily have to do an ultrasound, but still an ultrasound of the kidneys and organs, associated organs, would help significantly if you're experiencing pain. So if you usually on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is the worst. If your pain is 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, no, that's serious. Or 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. You need to get that checked. Okay, so again, those telephone numbers, you can give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975, as well as 222-8261. Our locations, first floor of Money Talks building in Montrose, Chabonas. We also on the corner of Ramsey Street and the SSAV Main Road, Baby, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. Okay, there's a question we have on Facebook here. Miss Andrea Stefan is asking. Stephen? No, Stefan, yeah. Good morning, Dr. Batson. Can you elaborate on the benefits of the Revitalizer, please? Thank you in advance. Okay, Revitalizer is a product that we carry at Batson and Associates. It's primarily designed to really revitalize the body. So energy between you and I don't even think I really push that aspect of the product so much, which I think I need to start to do. It actually helps with sexual health, both male and female, where it helps to boost libido. In the case of men, it helps in production of sperm. It helps in increasing your testosterone level, endurance, that type of thing. In women, it actually helps to prevent dryness, vaginal dryness, helps to maintain mood, that type of thing. It's actually a very good product. So that's fundamentally what the Revitalizer is for. We have also gotten bromelain back in stock. We have also gotten, by next week, please go end of next week, we should have Cerebral Formula. I know a lot of y'all were waiting for that. That's a product that's really, really exceptionally good for memory. Everybody used that product, was impressed with the type of results that they have. We also got back the krill with the astaxanthin back in stock. We'd have that. All the offices should have that by Friday, please God. That's a really, really good product. Sleep, it's very good for memory. It's very good for people who have problems with dizziness as well. That it helps in those situations. Yes? Mm-hmm. The thing is, well, ashwagandha is actually, I've been using ashwagandha for years. Ashwagandha falls under primarily its usage is more dominant in the realm of Ayurvedic medicine, which is one of the most respected aspects of medicine in the world. Very, very effective. It deals with aspects of the body associated with energy. So you hear this speaking about things like your chakra and prana and those type of things, which has to do with energy and energy bodies. So ashwagandha in its property itself is an adaptogen. An adaptogen is a substance that has the ability to adapt to stress and help the body adapt to stress. There's a product that we carry in Batson and Associates that has that in it. We used to sell the ashwagandha by itself, and then I changed it where we got a formulation with ashwagandha, something known as kava, which if you do your research, has significant neurostimulating properties and helps with things like depression, anxiety, those type of things. And we also put this product, Alma, ALMA, which is also known as Indian gooseberry, which is also used in Ayurvedic medicine. So that three combination, that nerve restore, we never have enough. We never have enough. Right now, I believe we have in stock, but it's limited. And we should be restocking in about the next week and a half. Yeah, as I realize, we always running out of things, right? And that's not because we delinquent. It's simply because that, there's, but we're fixing that. We're fixing that by next week, please God. We shouldn't be having those type of situations. Well, God's willing, as they say, man could plan, but God doesn't plan, right? So those telephone numbers, again, 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. You have a question? How do you use the inflammation formula? Inflammation formula is easy to use. It comes in a what? That's a 16 point something ounce bottle. So usually a supply can last you anyway. If things are real bad with you, maybe 2 weeks, to like maybe a month, maybe 5 weeks, 6 weeks, depending on how we tell you to use it. But it's primarily liquid, so you shake it up and you usually throw 1 tablespoon in 8 ounces of water, and you drink that on an empty stomach. Right? An empty stomach is either 30 to 45 minutes before a meal, 1 to maybe 2 to 3 hours after a meal. And that's it there. And in most cases, we recommend it twice, which will be morning when you get up and before you go to bed at night. That's usually where we put our products. Okay, I'm seeing a question on Facebook here, Miss Melissa Richards, Dr. Batson. Can a lupus patient use Revitalizer? Yes, they can. However, lupus patients in the beginning, if it's a lupus patient who has been through our program and has gotten results and that type of thing, so we detoxify them and those type of things, then they can use it. If they have lupus just like that, no. I usually recommend people like that come and see us. Even if we have to try and fit you in, because we do makeup appointments, we have some consultants starting with us shortly, some additional ones. So that's definitely going to help my workload because, as I always say, we put systems in place and Dr. Batson cannot see everyone. If I saw everyone or attempted to see, it's not even a discussion. It's impossible. So, you know, let me say a pleasant good morning to our consultants, Ms. Karishma Ramdan, Mr. Rene Bastamante, Mr. Paul Green, and additional staff. I'm not forgetting anybody. Those staff down in Debe, Ms. Roma, and Ms. Budram, and of course the Shogona staff. We have a question? Okay, good. Yeah, Shogona, everybody pulling their weight there, you know, to get the job done. And the thing with Batson Associates, you know, we really you know, putting certain things in place. It's all about getting better as we go along. So let me answer this question. Esbert Esney Joseph on Facebook here asked the question. Good morning, Dr. Batson. Someone in their 60s has high blood pressure and heart is beating fast, also has asthma. What can she do to turn this around? Well, just very quickly, well, hypertension, so we need to get the blood pressure reading naturally so that we can reduce the dependence on whether it's calcium channel blockers, beta blockers, or water tablets, because those tend to kind of delay progress as regards to certain things. It will also improve the heart health, and well, asthma, we could always work around that. So they can see if they can get an appointment. I don't think business here or if it's international. We started to do our Zoom international consultations. We're just dealing with a list. So depending on the number you're on the list, you know, we're trying to accommodate as much persons as soon as possible. Okay. So those questions again, telephone numbers, sorry, again, you can give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. And our locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Kathleen Ishmael. Pleasant good morning to you. And yes, the Money Talks building, first floor, Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas. Debe is the corner of Ramsey Woods Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James, and Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. As we always say at Batson Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Till next week, please God, stay tuned and we will be in touch. Take care. Oh yes, and yes, my Instagram and of course our additional program. You could join us on Instagram at Batson Associates TT, and we'll be streaming our program that we're gonna do in just a little while, which is 12:15 to 12:45 on 106.5 FM. So yes, so till next week, please God, those of you on 103.1 FM, do enjoy the rest of your Thursday.